everyone! Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Today we are looking at spooky media for the Halloween season. It's my favorite time of the year. We're looking at scary, spoopy stuff. You guys know that I'm into horror, and this is the time of the year that is most socially acceptable? I don't know. So how's it going? How's everyone doing? Let me see what's going on in chat. Hello, Mr. Blast. How you doing? Ashley, what's up? So today we're just gonna be looking at a bunch of stuff. It should be pretty chill. We can skip the housekeeping probably. Let's just jump into it. I have a Halloween party going to later. Should be fun. Probably wearing this outfit. You guys pretty much picked my costume for me. So thanks for that. I don't know, here's some scenes of Freddy Krueger from Freddy's Nightmares. If you've never seen Freddy's Nightmares, it was an anthology TV series where Freddy Krueger basically played the role of the Crypt Keeper, or the Rod Serling character. He was the one that introduced the stories, except there were some episodes of Freddy's Nightmares that were sort of like mini Nightmare on Elm Street movies, that did involve Freddy going after certain people, whether it be, I know the first couple episodes are about him going after the cop that was there when he got burned, and then I think his daughters. There's an episode where Freddy goes to his own class reunion. That's pretty good. Those are the best episodes for pretty obvious reasons. Robert Englund returned to reprise his role as Freddy Krueger, and he's always been the highlight of those movies, so it works out. So here's some clips from Season 1 of Freddy's Nightmares. This is yet to receive an official release, by the way, except I think there were some VHS tapes of, like, the pilot, and some of the other Freddy episodes. So very sad that this has never gotten an official DVD release or anything.
Oh, those teens. I'm afraid they'll all have to go. You tell Freddy when it doesn't hurt. You're dead! Big deal!
Chew me, eat me, you can't beat me. Chew me, eat me, you can't beat me. Chew me, eat
These are just clips from all the episodes. Not every clip has Freddy Krueger.
me, you can't beat me.
Chris! You're my boat, baby.
Let's hear it for the deadly
Spooky skeleton Freddy can't hurt you. He's not real.
red ants. God, I love women.
You carry out the execution.
What?
I said execute the man.
Eat it, bitch. What is it?
It's what mommies and daddies call divorce. Divorce starts when mommy and daddy have a big fight.
The most relatable horror movie monster? Is that a question as to who is the most relatable horror movie monster? Frankenstein's easy to empathize with because he gets such a bad rap, especially in the second movie, in Bride of Frankenstein, when he makes friends with the blind man. That's really endearing, so you gotta put Frankenstein up there. The Creature from the Black Lagoon, also, they were just coming into his home, so you gotta feel for that guy. I have a soft... Okay, hear me out on this. I have a soft spot for Jason Voorhees. Now, here's the thing. Jason is evil. He murders people constantly, but he's just like a little boy, okay? He's got the brain of a little boy, and his mom was crazy, and just, he doesn't, he's doing his best, but he's also kind of in the vein of he's like the 80s version of the Frankenstein monster to some extent. I know he didn't become undead until the 6th film, but nonetheless, I'm sticking by what I have to say there. Jason falls firmly into the Frankenstein archetype, just as Freddy kind of falls into a Dracula archetype. Jay's a Proxy with a 295 stream streak says, 705 to go. People shooting at each other at the dinner table must be America. Also, if Carrie counts as a monster, her. You could count her. Also, Michael Myers is a creature from the Black Lagoon archetype. I will not elaborate further.
Jump my boat, baby.
Let's hear it for the deadly red ants. God, I love women.
Did I go back?
Said
It's what
There we go. Sorry about that.
Nah, I'd rather get you little buckaroos one at a time. Yeah.
This TV show gave some of the best out-of-context Freddy imagery.
Look what I found. Oh. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Real cuckoo!
Yes, he's referencing Strangelove.
Death to Ash Airport!
It's time for you to join the real world, Max. Time to take a little responsibility. Time to get a job.
A poem by Freddy Krueger. I once met a guy who was sleaze, whose throat I then slit with much ease. He thought he had smarts till I cut off his parts. And then all he had left were his Hey! Hey! Bleep this! How to be a mega success.
Because you are the corporation.
What John's book.
You don't belong here.
Yeah, I've seen Night Gallery. I actually own Night Gallery, all 3 seasons on Blu-ray. It's not as good as Twilight Zone. Rod Serling didn't have as much control over Night Gallery, unfortunately, and I think it suffers for it. But it's still a pretty enjoyable show. I like it. For some reason, the segment from Night Gallery that sticks out to me, it's actually a shorter segment. I think there's astronauts that go to the moon, and I hate to spoil this twist, but I gotta to talk about it. and like something is happening to them and they've built a big contraption on the moon and they're trying to figure out why. And then it turns out the twist is it's a giant mouse trap. There's giant mice on the moon that have eaten the astronauts or something. Just a really bizarre episode that always that twist stuck out to me, like giant moon rats. Like, that's so weird, but it surprised me, so I'll give it that. Deal is filler, thanks for your 3-stream streak. Beltwind on YouTube says, looking forward to the new Frankenstein movie. Oh, me too. It looks great. And it's apparently, I think Guillermo del Toro did say that he made a deal with Netflix, so it will get a physical release, which is good, because you guys know how much I like to own movies, especially stuff like Frankenstein movies. I own tons of, like, Frankenstein. I have all the Universal horror Frankenstein movies. I have, I think, most of the Hammer ones, and some other, like, miscellaneous ones, because it's just, I love seeing different adaptations of the same story, and the Frankenstein one is so interesting. Same with Dracula. I like to own a lot of the Dracula movies, too. Bittergrin says, of course a giant ball of cheese would have giant mice. Yes, of course, Young Frankenstein. That's one of the best ones. Gene Wilder's hilarious. Did you guys know that Jason Voorhees was once interviewed on the Arsenio Hall show?
The term deranged sociopath gets thrown around a lot by the media, but it really applies to my next guest. Starting today, you can see him in Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. Please welcome Jason.
That's a low... I don't know if I'm going to say it's the low point of the series, but Takes Manhattan is a low point of the series. There are parts of Takes Manhattan that I love. When Jason is walking through Times Square and he kicks those guys' boombox over, hilarious. All-time great Jason moment. And it's one of the movies where Kane Hodder is Jason, so it's great. But unfortunately, a lot of the movie is just not very good. The budget got cut, most of it's on a boat. Not great. I see it's buffering, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm not getting any notifications on my end. It might be because it's a weekend, so people around me are also using the internet or something.
How are you? That's good. You know what I've noticed? I see all your movies, man. And you know what I've really noticed? You're angry. And I don't mean to laugh.
Oh, I forgot to say this. One of my favorite tropes is when fictional characters are treated like actors. Like the Muppets. Godzilla is sometimes treated this way in Japan. What's another good example besides the Muppets? I know there's some standout example. Pee Wee Herman was often treated as though he was like a real person in interviews. You guys know what I'm talking about. I always like that as a trope. I think it's fun.
Excuse me, it's just the way I am. But you're angry. What happened, man? Where did it all begin?
And then Jason kills the host and leaves. Yeah, that's Kane Hodder in the costume. He was known for doing the heavy chest breathing thing with Jason, amongst other body language stuff. But I'm pretty sure that's him.
You know what I mean? Was it a woman? Did you get cut from the hockey team in high school? What happened? What's up? Okay, let me ask you this. I saw the new movie, Jason Takes Manhattan. You killed 16 people. I don't know why I'm laughing, man. You killed 16 people, and you were responsible for the death of 8 others. Total, that's less than what you usually kill in a movie. Are you getting soft? Are you losing a step? You're trembling, man. You brought a clip. Would you set it up for us? Set up the clip, like tell them, you know, how this fits into the movie and what they're about to see and all that kind of stuff. You set up the clip. Jason Takes Manhattan. This is clip. It's over.
Yeah, this is one of the best. Of course they're showing this clip. It's one of the best moments in the movie. It's one of the only moments they actually shot in New York. This is so duplicitous. If they had really gone forward with their original plans for Jason Takes Manhattan, it might be in the top 5. It might be a top 5-er, but it's just not. It's just not. Ugh. Yeah, it was mostly shot in Canada, Bela Lugosi, but they did have like 1 or 2 days of shooting in New York, which is where they got this Times Square shot. There might be 1 or 2 other shots in the movie, but it was vast majority of it was shot, I think, in Vancouver. Like Manhattan more than New Blood. That's fair. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you on that point. Like, as a movie, Jason Takes Manhattan, the problem is it promises something it can't deliver. Jason being on a boat isn't a bad idea, and as that movie, it's fine. It's just it promises Jason Takes Manhattan, and it fails to deliver. I like New Blood better because the whole end sequence with him fighting the psychic girl, it's usually described as Jason versus Carrie, because that's sort of the original elevator pitch. I don't know, I just find all that stuff really fun, and I really like the look of Jason in that movie too, especially when she kind of rips his mask apart and you see unmasked zombie Jason. I don't know, I like New Blood. 6 is still my favorite, though. 6 is probably the best one. 4 is pretty good. I love Jason X. That might be a hot take, but I really love Jason X.
Working on the streets of New York, did you get a lot of people come up to you, ask for your autograph and stuff like that? Ever think about doing a musical? I'm running out of questions, man. I know what I wanted to ask you. You didn't kill anybody with that big knife you usually kill people with.
It's called a machete, Arsenio. It's called a machete. Jesus.
Did you change because you were afraid of being typecasted as just a big knife killer? So what's next, man? Some more Jasons, Part 9. I got some great titles I put together. Jason.
Isn't there a Jason versus Freddy? Freddy versus Jason, which came out in the early 2000s, which I love that movie. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, you might say. Freddy vs. Jason is better than it has any right to be, and it's also so bad and so good. They got a Hong Kong director to direct the thing, and it comes across, let me tell ya, it's beautiful. The fights are big and stupid. Robert Englund is hamming it up. I really wish that they had gotten Kane Hodder to come back and be Jason in that, because, like, to me, he is the best Jason performer, but the guy they got is not bad. He's not bad. So, I love Freddy vs. Jason. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's so big and dumb and stupid, and it's slashers fighting each other. It's good stuff.
And the 3 babies, what you think of that? Jason's big top would be funny.
You remember reading an early concept script for Freddy vs. Jason that had the mask and gloves as ancient artifacts? There are so many. No, I had a little bit of a hyperfixation when I was younger, back when I was in middle school. This was probably only like 5 years after Freddy vs. Jason even came out. But, like, this is when I was first getting into, like, movies outside of just watching them, like looking into how they're made behind the scenes, watching special features more often, and learning about filmmaking. So I got into, like, online film community stuff, and I heard about all these, like, unmade Freddy vs. Jason scripts, because the movie was in development hell for like a decade. Like, they had planned to do that ever since New Line Cinema, who owns Freddy Krueger, bought the rights to Jason Voorhees in the 90s, and they did their series of movies, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X. So there's like a 10-year period there where they were just trying to figure out how to make the movie, and there's so many weird scripts. There's one with, like, a Freddy cult. I think they called themselves, like, the Fred Heads, and they were trying to resurrect Freddy Krueger. I'm glad they went with the script they went with. Because some of those scripts were so stupid.
Oh, Jason Rabbit. That would be great. Oh, Jason, when Jason met Sally, would that be funny? You don't do many comedies, do you? I'd like to thank you for coming by. It's a pleasure. Jason, ladies and gentlemen.
God, Kane Hodder's so good. Viewer Rate says, admittedly, I'm an older Jason fan, but Hannah's adoration of Freddy vs. Jason and Jason X has me rethinking my viewings of them. I may try more to enjoy them. Let me explain. So, like, the best Jason movies are undoubtedly, like, 4 or 6 is usually the ones that are the actual good ones. But, like, the Friday the 13th series, to me, is one that is emblematic of the entire sort of timeline of slasher movies and how their styles changed from the early 80s all the way to the early 2000s, because the series spans that entire timeline, and it did everything that slasher movies did in those periods, right? You had the part 4 where it's supposed to be Jason getting killed for real, and then in part 5 they do like a copycat killer, and that doesn't work out, so then in 6 you have Jason Lives and they bring the original killer back, which is such a trope that you see also happen like in the Halloween series when they tried to switch in the 3rd movie over to an anthology format, but then that flopped. So they ended up coming back with Michael Myers Returns, or Revenge of Michael Myers, whatever that one's called, the 4th one. I don't know, the Friday the 13th just gets dumber and dumber, but like in increasingly fun ways. They make him a zombie in part 6. They make him fight a psychic girl. He goes to Manhattan. He goes to space. Like, it's just out there. It's so funny, and the original movies are more sincere. Like the first Friday the 13th movie that doesn't really have Jason in it in the first place is a great movie. I mean, for what it is. It's trying to rip off Halloween, and it does a semi-successful job at doing that. It's fun. 2 is great when it introduces Jason as sort of like the sackhead killer. That's good stuff. But I don't know, I like how stupid it gets. I like how dumb it gets. Here's Robert Englund interviewing as they do talk to just Robert Englund, but he also kind of improvs as Freddy Krueger a little bit here. And he's never been good at that. Robert Englund, I think he's self-admitted, can't really speak as Freddy without someone else writing for him, but he's so bad at it. Freyline says, have you ever read It Came From the Closet? It's a collection of essays analyzing the author's relationship with horror as a queer person. I don't think so, but I think I've seen it on the shelf at a local bookstore. I'll have to pick it up sometime.
All right, Freddie, call for, I want my drink. I want a drink. I want some.
Have a drink over here?
You're a Coke.
Yeah, take a nap, I dare you.
Are you ever nice?
All the time. Yes, I'm nice.
It slowly turned into a drag version, unlike Gremlins, it only took one sequel. Ooh, a drag version is a good way to explain it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre did that too, between the first and second films. Thanks, Toby Hooper. Texas Chainsaw 2 might be my favorite film in the series, and I like 1 just fine. But 2 is a lot of fun too.
I'm nice. My alter ego is nice. My alter ego plays some of the sweetest characters that this country's seen on television. You know that.
How would you describe your alter ego?
If we're talking about Freddy's good side, Freddy's nice. Freddy has lots of gifts for the boys and girls. Lots of toys. Lots of things to play with. Lots of no-dos.
What is it that puts you in the Freddy character? Is it as the makeup takes over?
Exactly. Nail on the head. When I first read for the role, and when I first prepared for the role, I knew I had to live up to the makeup and the framework of the story. But that...
Megan 2.0 is the thing that gave me the term drag version. Okay. I heard they were, I feel so, I haven't seen Megan 2.0 because it didn't interest me. Cause like, I like the first Megan movie quite a bit. To the point that I was like, ooh, they could actually drag this out into a series. I'm a sucker for slasher series. I really like iconic slashers that get lots of movies, too. Like Art the Clown from Terrifier is the closest thing to that right now. And he's not necessarily my favorite, though he's alright. I've warmed up to him over time. We are just so bereft of that kind of character anymore. It just doesn't exist, so he's like the only one. So I was hoping with Megan, it was like, oh, we're gonna get another one of these things, and then they turned it into like a stupid action movie. I don't know.
The consolidating of that work became very quick and apparent to me. I would just simply watch the mirror. You know, this takes 3.5 hours, 4 hours sometimes, depending upon if the hand is made up or the shoulders. So I would just sit there and deal with a little bit of the
How is there a Megan 2? Why would they rebuild the killer robot? Well, that's the Child's Play problem, isn't it?
aggravation and pain or the heat, and watch.
Which sequel was it? I don't remember if it was no, it was probably part 3? Question mark. It was either part 2 or part 3. I don't remember. But at the beginning, they're trying to investigate what happened in the original Child's Play. So this is probably at the beginning of part 2. So they rebuild Chucky, but like almost none of it's the original Chucky. So like what's the point of rebuilding it? You gotta come up with stupid reasons in slasher movies for the slasher to come back. It doesn't really matter. You just gotta do it. Aldred Undying says, I loved It's Very Gremlins too. Also, there's a good reason it's so good. No spoilers for me. Okay, I'll check it out.
The mirror and kid around with my makeup man. And by the time it's done, I'm pretty ornery. You know, I'm pretty itchy and pretty hot. And I just sort of use that. Worked years ago with Jeff Bridges, and I've never seen an actor master the simmer better, keeping that energy close to the surface for 8, 10, 12, 14 hours. And I use the aggravation of the makeup to recall Freddy, keep him there underneath. Plus, the wardrobe I wear and stuff is befouled with grease and stuff. And this is not an acting trick. This just sort of happened to make it look as foul as they wanted it. And I use that too. I mean, when you're greasy and foul and wearing itchy wool under the lights, boy, you can call up on that stuff pretty quick.
Can I go back and ask it another way? And I'm wondering, is when you get to the point where Freddy takes over your vision, there is no one else that you're facing except Freddy. What feelings go through you, the human feelings? Do you say goodbye to your other self?
The tricks I use. I've always worked with young, attractive actors in the Nightmare films. So the tricks is my own envy as a slightly older actor, an actor who's not a youth film actor any longer. And I simply can use it. I can use their beauty alone. And an envy for that.
That's a genuinely psychotic thing to say. I can't believe he said that in an interview out loud.
Or the fact that I'm not a kid anymore. That's an actor trick that I use. When I lose the control, part of that is simply that I know I can, quote, act in this part. Whether it's operatic or however broad it needs to be to live up to the makeup. And once you start letting that kind of energy course through you, you're there. I mean, I'm full of that heat and that anger. It's those what is this, sluice the right word? Those floodgates are open and those juices are flowing. And I just don't worry about the governor anymore that I would be worried about.
Ashley One-Up says, I know almost every movie monster has had a versus movie, but is there a versus movie you'd like to see that hasn't occurred yet? That's not even really true. There's tons of movie monsters that have not had versus movies. The Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash comic is really great, and I wish it would have gotten adapted, because it was based on an actual script for a sequel for Freddy vs. Jason that never got made. So I wish they had done that, because I really like Ash, and it would have been cool to see him fight Freddy and Jason. There's actually a comic of Jason versus Leatherface that I like a lot, where Jason gets almost adopted into the Sawyer family, which is the family of crazy people from Texas Chainsaw, if you don't know. And I actually really like it. He gets into Jason's, like, abusive childhood, and he's, like, protecting Bubba Leatherface because his family's abusing him. So I almost wish that had been adapted into a movie at some point. Chucky versus Leprechaun would be good. I know, it'd be corny and dumb. But I like that about both the Child's Play and the Leprechaun franchises, that they can be pretty dumb, so.
About as a film actor with my own face, I don't have to use that value judgment. So I have that extra bit of lack of concentration that I don't have to give to that, and I can just sort of flow, you know, with those emotions a little more, because I don't have to be I don't have to have that governor on my own vanity. Is this my good side? Is this my bad side? Am I using my face too much? I don't have to worry about that because I'm animating this makeup.
Gremlins versus Critters. And if you really want, you can throw the Ghoulies in there, but you don't have to. It's fine. They don't need it. They went to college in the third one, so they have other opportunities. You don't need to throw them in as a pity add-in.
Is the makeup itself I know it's a long process, is it an uncomfortable process?
Only if they've lied to me, only if they've told me.
I own both Gremlins movies, all the Critters movies, and all 3 Ghoulies movies. What am I doing with my life?
or 3 or 4 in the morning, and they say, tomorrow's your day off, we don't need you tomorrow, and I tear it off. And then some AD comes in skulking, and I can tell he's brought me too much food or he's being too nice, and they say, Robert, we screwed up. They need you in at dawn tomorrow. And I have just torn the makeup off, which I'm not supposed to do, but many times that's the only goal I have at the end of a 14 or 15-hour day under this stuff. And I'll tear it off because I know I have a whole day to heal. And I have to come back in 5, 6 hours and put it all back on, so I'm putting the glue on raw skin then. And that's bad, and I'm upset then. And those days I'm particularly ornery. Yeah, and that's happening.
You're collecting movies, that's what you're doing? Oh, I'm doing a pretty good job of that then. That's good.
Happened a lot. That happened a lot.
I should really learn to hate myself less for things that bring me joy.
A lot on part 2.
That must be you at your best. Is it deep down a wonderful feeling to be so bad?
Yeah, it is. I think any actor would tell you this. I don't think it's just me, just Freddie. But anybody that would tell you this, and get a couple of beers in most actors, and they'd cop to wanting to have the restraints removed that you have when you're playing in a style like this, or in a makeup like this, or in a genre like this. And you can, you can kick out the jams, as we used to say in the 60s. You can really...
You can kick out the jams. Generty with the 10-stream streak says, comic books are good for stupid crossovers. My favorite is Godzilla vs. Power Rangers, if only because it took 30 years for someone to publish that. Also, apparently DC are finally publishing the 80s comic where Swamp Thing meets Jesus, and judging by the premise, I'm not sure it sounds great. Also, my book came out. The link is in the creatives bit on Discord. Sorry for the shameless plug. Don't feel sorry for it, that's fine. Yeah, they do a lot of fun. There's gotta be some big promotional push with Godzilla these past couple years, because, like, DC's doing crossovers with Godzilla, Marvel's doing multiple crossovers with Godzilla, there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Godzilla comic coming out, which is hilarious. How are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles gonna fight Godzilla? I kind of get, like, DC. They have Superman and Shazam. I could see that. And, in Marvel, you have, Hulk and some other heavy hitters. How are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles gonna fight Godzilla? That doesn't seem fair.
Push some limits that you want to do. I get to work with fire. I get to work with nubile teenage girls in Jeopardy. I get to work with stuntmen that make me look superhuman. I can pick up guys by their throat and pitch them across the room. And you dance it a little bit, and that's fun. It's wonderful to do. And when you're doing that, you also tend to explore...
Marvel had Godzilla titles in the 80s. I think they also had the Nightmare on Elm Street license for a little bit.
Some evil in your own soul, in your own dark side. And there's a richness there. There's a richness. Wes explores this in his writing, Wes Craven, and I get to explore it a little bit in some of the lasciviousness when I work with the others. And it gives me line readings, and it gives me physical choices that I normally never get to touch upon as a straight actor, although I'm a character actor and I'm known as a character. Still, I never ever have touched on those parts of myself before, except in the Freddy role.
Does it ever frighten you? Because I think we tend to push aside the dark side. I think we all have it. Yeah. But we really don't seriously explore it because we're not forced to. I get the feeling that
maybe I'm an asshole, but I find it a little funny how seriously they're talking about the performance of Freddy Krueger. And I want to be clear, Freddy Krueger's a great character performed brilliantly by Robert Englund. So if this is what he needed to do to get here, great, I guess. But from the outside, I don't know. It's just interesting hearing how he perceives and thinks about this character.
First sick way, this is a fantasy that lets you explore it, use it, and walk away from it.
Because, like, especially by, like, the 4th and 5th films, and the makeup to me looks like this is maybe this is the 3rd one, but it's probably the 4th one, just looking at the makeup. That's the one where they got Freddy wearing, like, shades on a beach. Like, going like, wanna suck face? And then he like sucks literally like sucks the air out of an asthmatic until they die. Like, by films 4 and 5, Freddy was not a very nuanced character.
Yeah, it is an advantage. I mean, you do get that purge.
Okay, this is on the set of Dream Warriors. I'll give him this. 3 is the best Nightmare on Elm Street movie, so he earned it. You know what? He earned it for this one. He's allowed.
I get the purge every time I work as Freddy. I get the power. It's the only time in my life on a set where I can be angry or yell at someone that's made a mistake. I never do that. I was trained with classical English training, and I serve the writer, and I'm a professional all the way. But as Freddy, I shout a little bit at that effects man, and I shout a little bit as that makeup man, and I give him a little bit of grief that I normally wouldn't, because...
Please don't be mean to your coworkers as a weird character. It's getting a little Jared Leto. Let's not method our way into, like, getting called into HR.
Because I'm half in character all the time anyway, and I have to keep it close to the surface. And it's their fault if they don't get that A and B smoke in there on time, because they don't know how uncomfortable I am under this crap, or under the lights, or outside on a particularly hot day. So I can exploit that.
Altered Undying says, Epic Comics, for some reason I feel like they did Nightmare on Elm Street, also for sure Nightbreed versus Hellraiser, and more importantly Nightbreed versus Rawhead Rex.
And I do get
That'd be good.
purge. Yeah, it is a release. I get to explore some sides of myself that you normally wouldn't get to act on. You'd normally use them as almost a subtext work as an actor. So that, yeah, that is part of the attraction, I think.
All right, one last Freddy and Jason thing before we before we move on. As a promotional thing for Freddy versus Jason, they did a weigh-in. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the concept of a weigh-in, but like when you're doing a boxing match or something like that, they have the athletes come out and they'll do their official weights, because you need to be within a certain weight class, and usually it's a big promotional event or whatever. And they did a fake one for Freddy and Jason in Las Vegas, so that's fun. Hi Tina, hope you had a great stream. Welcome Raiders. I'm Hannah. Today we are doing VHS Vault, where we look at old VHS memories, nostalgic videos, stuff like that. And today we're looking at spooky Halloween stuff. So welcome. Make sure you check out Tina's channel. Can we get a link to Tina's Twitch channel, please?
Welcome to my nightmare.
Freddy versus Chase.
Movie fan.
That's such early 2000s editing choices.
And fight fans of all ages. Let's get ready to rumble!
How much does this guy get paid to show up and say, let's get ready to rumble? That was this guy's whole career. How much does he get paid for this? Seriously. You come down here for 5 minutes in a suit and say, let's get ready to rumble. How many digits are on that check? It's like at least $10,000, right? At minimum. Jay's Proxy says 50,000. Like, I'm not mad at the guy. I just find it weird.
Introducing first to my right. With over 1,000 career kills, he's come back to life 7 times. Hailing
Altered Undying with a link. Ooh, Nightbreed v Rawhead Rex. Wow, they really did do it. That is shocking to me for some reason, but very cool. I can't believe anyone even remembered Rawhead Rex enough to do a crossover with something. And I like Rawhead Rex.
from Elm Street, the man with the killer right hand, the Springwood slasher, Freddy Krueger.
Oh, I know they're both Clive Barker. I'm just surprised anyone
Now,
remembered
ladies and
enough to
gentlemen,
care.
to my left, his opponent, over 1,200 kills, 10 times resurrected, and he's got one mean...
In fairness, most of those kills are coming from the scene in Jason X where they 9/11 the college in space. I just want to point that out. Most of Jason's deaths were because in Jason X, he caused them to 9/11 a space college. This is why you don't build colleges in space that are just a space station with a glass dome. They were just really expecting people not to 9/11 them.
Machete. Ladies and gentlemen.
According to Celebrity Net Worth, depending on the match, Buffers earns between $25,000 and $100,000 every time he utters those 5 famous words. On a handful of extremely rare occasions, Buffer has been paid $1 million for a single event. Wow!
From Camp Crystal Lake, introducing the Tower of Power, Jason Voorhees.
Oh wow, Diane Keaton died. Holy crap. That's sad.
Gentlemen, please, at this time, we would like to have the wagon. Could you please step backstage here behind it?
No, I don't think it was a whole city, because I think they were like college students. At least my impression in in Jason X was that they were like college students in some kind of class that was like anthropology, and they were all like grad students, so I think it was a college in space.
Mr. Voorhees, please. Back here, please.
You're slow. You're stupid. And you're all washed up.
Freddy Krueger, 174 3/4 pounds. Freddy Krueger. Jason Voorhees, 275 pounds.
Jason, there's been a great deal of controversy about your training methods. How do you respond to that?
No comment.
What's the matter? Can't you speak for yourself, hockey puck?
Senor Freddy, what do you anticipate will be your most difficult challenge in fighting Jason?
Waiting to see if this Goldie here can find the ring.
Freddy.
Whatty?
Do you feel your ability to speak and thus talk trash gives you a distinct advantage in intimidating Jason before your big fight?
I don't need no stinking distinct advantage. If Mama's boy here, he's big, he's dumb, he's slow, he's stupid, and he ain't got no style. Place your bets, people. See you in the ring, Voorhees.
Man, I want a Quiznos sub real bad for some reason. Speaking of horror movies, have you ever watched Event Horizon? Yes, I like Event Horizon. I have it up here on this shelf somewhere. And have you read the follow-up comic book Event Horizon Dark Descent? Because I know you love comic books. I've not read the follow-up. I'm so sad about the fact that Event Horizon got censored for the ratings, and then they lost all the footage. Because do you know how badly people want, and by people I mean me, an unrated, like, director's cut of Event Horizon? Ah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Those are the official odds. Jason is a 2-3 favorite over Freddy, who is 7-5 as an underdog. Security. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the press conference, I believe, is over at this time. We thank you for coming to Bally's Las Vegas. Don't forget, it's going to be the rumble between Freddy versus Jason. August 15th. We'll see you then, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Freddy versus Jason.
Place your bets.
Oh, Freddy versus Jason was so dumb. Okay, let's see what's next. Let's get a little more typically spooky. Ooh, Universal Monster stuff. I think this is the trailer for the Classic Monsters VHS tapes. I never had these on VHS, only DVD. Now I have the Blu-rays.
I bid you welcome.
I love dead.
Universal Studios Home Video presents the most famous monsters of all time in one horrifying collection.
I am Dracula.
It's alive!
It's always interesting to me that Phantom of the Opera gets retroactively added into the Universal Monster cycle, even though it's a pre-talkie. It's so interesting. I kind of understand why, but it's also just very different.
8 classic films in all new packaging, featuring original poster art, plus trailers. Look for a special edition of Dracula. Scored for the first time by world-renowned composer Philip Glass and performed by Kronos Quartet.
I always find it interesting when they do stuff like that, especially for early movies or silent movies when they add newer soundtracks. Of course, Dracula's not a silent film, but if you don't know, it came out in 1931, so it's a very early talkie. Not in the first year, but, you know, early enough. And they hadn't really figured out soundtracks yet. So Dracula doesn't really have a score. It opens with, I think, Swan Lake, a song from Swan Lake. And that's become pretty associated with it. But the movie itself does not have, like, a soundtrack throughout the actual body of it. So as sort of an editing exercise, seeing what it would be like to score it with music is kind of interesting. As long as you're not overwriting the original. It's kind of a fun experiment. Also, I've said this before, but very exciting, not next year, but the year after, Dracula and Frankenstein go into the public domain, so we'll get to watch them together. That'll be fun. And every year from there on out, more and more of those movies go into the public domain.
What music they make.
The Universal Classic Monster Collection. Look inside each video for a $5 savings offer and take them home forever.
I bid you welcome.
MCA Universal Home Video announces a low-price promotion unlike any you've seen before. This August, for the first time ever, we're offering the Classic Collection. 9 of the original Universal Monster titles at just $14.95 suggested retail price. These are the originals: Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman.
That drop shadow's doing the most.
The Mummy, The Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man, the original Invisible Man, is probably my favorite classic Universal monster movie.
Creature from the Black Lagoon, Phantom of the Opera, The Bride of Frankenstein, and Son of Dracula. All with new packaging, all at the new low price of just $14.95.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
And that's not all. We're offering a special collector's dual pack commemorating the 60th anniversary of Frankenstein and Dracula, packaged in an attractive...
Jesus Christ, we're coming up on the 95th. Claude Rains seemed to be having a blast as the Invisible Man, which was his movie debut. Was it really? Yeah, he's great in that. Just the sense you get of how deranged he's become. The line where he's like, even the moon is frightened of me, frightened to death. and it's in the middle of this like diatribe monologue about how he's gonna take over the world, and like it's not scary because he's actually gonna take over the world. Like he hurts a lot of people in that movie, but you never get the impression that like he can actually take over the world. What's scary is he's basically gone insane and like has no more like limits on his behavior. He has no impulse control. He's like megalomaniacal. It's like he's become psychotic and narcissistic in a way that makes him think he can get away with anything, which means he's willing to do whatever he wants. And that's scary, even though he's not invincible. Who knows how much he can get away with in the meantime because he has no sense left. It's scary. Altered Undying says, the name did not age well, but the art for this is beautiful. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Hellraiser Nightbreed. That's a cool crossover, too. Where were we?
Case. All of this will be backed by a spooktacular promotion. First, our Frankenstein Dracula Dual Pack will be the headstone of Miller Beer's Halloween promotion, which includes a $3 consumer rebate and over $5.5 million in advertising. Then, look for more Universal Monster promotions during the Halloween season involving Pepsi, Frito-Lay, 7-Eleven convenience stores, Spencer gift outlets, the Universal Studio Tours, and Universal Pictures, which will re-release both Frankenstein and Dracula theatrically this fall.
How do you like that? Why did Dracula have a bee? It's just like a visual gag in the movie. Yeah. It's just a cute little thing that happens in the movie when Dracula and like his brides awaken. There's a little bee.
The Universal Monsters Classic Collection. Classic titles with a haunting new look at a price to die for.
Yeah, this is a promo tape for video store owners to try and get them to buy the new tapes, and they're trying to say, these will get rented out because we're doing a ton of promotional work with these characters.
Backed by a promotion.
This would not be seen by the general public.
Of monstrous proportions. Ask your MCA sales rep for more details.
I bid you welcome.
MCA Universal Home Video announces the Universal Studios Monsters Classic Collection. These are the titles monster fans have been waiting to sink their teeth into. Now, at the spooktacular price of $14.98 each, suggested retail. Visit your local video retailer and ask for the Universal Studios Monsters Classic Collection. Classic monster titles with a haunting new look at a price to die for.
The DVD of the Universal Dracula includes the Spanish language version. Yeah, the Blu-ray that exists now does too. It's actually, a lot of people have different feelings on the English versus Spanish Dracula. I like the more dynamic camera work of Spanish Dracula, but some people disagree and think that the more locked down look of the English version lends to its sort of eerie tone. And if you feel that way, that's fine. I just would have liked to have seen Bela Lugosi Dracula with more dynamic camera work. But whatever. Yeah, they were hugely using the Universal monsters in the 90s. Like, they were in ads all over the place.
What? No dip? For a really great Halloween, pick up tons of Pepsi and Doritos.
Flowers, flowers, pretty little flowers. Hello, would you like a flower? Can I have one?
That's a really good... Wow.
If you have
Like, it's not quite the Jack Pierce makeup, but it's a really good evocation of it, if a little bit cartoonier. Like, the features are a little more exaggerated. It's almost like someone took an illustration of the Jack Pierce makeup from, like, a promotional image, which had exaggerated features, and then made a makeup of that. Like, I really like this, actually. This is a really good facsimile of the Jack Pierce makeup, if a little characterized. It's pretty good.
two of something, you should share one. You have two, share one, share one, share one.
Two for me!
I literally thought he was gonna kill the girl, because that's the scene they're pastiching, is when he throws her into the water. He's doing so playfully in the movie, of course, but I just thought he was gonna be like, these Twix are mine, bitch.
For you.
Yeah, it is so interesting how it's made these, like, Swan Lake musical motifs associated with Dracula, even though it was just, like, an economic decision to use music they already owned. Huh. It's weird how you can, like, indelibly associate unrelated, like, pieces of media where almost 100 years later they will still be associated just because you decided, we had this music laying around, why not? I think he was better looking before you unvampired him. Like, this guy's a dark lord of evil, and that's got a certain appeal. This guy's just like generic 90s accountant man with too much product in his hair.
Can't be the real thing.
Make your Halloween come to life. Twizzler has your tricks and treats with Twizzlers. The twist
Definitely
you can't
newer, though.
resist.
That was me. What a stiff. Back then, my achy joints made it hard for me to get around. So I tried OsteoBiflex. OsteoBiflex has helped so many renew their joints and their lives. You see, it's not temporary relief. It safely lubricates joints and rebuilds cartilage. So over time, you're more flexible and comfortable. OsteoBiflex from Rexall. Put some life back
I'll tell you what, if I had joint issues, I'd be sold.
in your joints.
I bid you welcome.
MCA Universal Home Video announces the
Creeping out of the sewers and into Castle Frankenstein
Oh, this is just a cool NECA ad for their TMNT.
Ninja Turtles Universal Monsters. It's Raphael as Frankenstein. Observe his suit held together with real chain. His turtle shell with sewer-laden tubing. His electric bolt size for plenty of shell rays. And of
Having the size be little electric bolts is pretty clever. That's cute.
course, the monster's portrait with plenty of bolt scars and signature flat head. It's the all-new Universal Monsters and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael as
Oh, now I want to see what the other ones are. Oh, there is another one.
Empty graveyards adorned with the stench of leftover pizza can only mean the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universal Monsters. It's Leonardo as Igor the Hunchback.
Oh, he only gets to be Igor. That's sad. There's enough Universal monsters where they all could have been a monster. Why does he get to be Igor?
The monster's green as his attire becomes infested by creepy crawlers. His hunchback, which opens up for plenty of storage, such as this brain from the university, or
the Abby normal brain.
these bones from the graveyard. And let's not forget Leo's flaming katanas to keep Franken back in his place. It's the all-new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Universal Monsters, Leonardo as Igor the Hunchback, and everything you see here.
At least they appropriately recognized that Igor isn't the guy from the first movie. Igor is the Bela Lugosi character from, like, Son of Frankenstein. Ghost of Frankenstein? He might be in both. Which one is he introduced in? I want to say Son of Frankenstein. Hydrate. Will do.
What is about to happen is not for the squeamish. The Baron Frankenstein is ready to infuse life into his creation. But one of the infuses has blown, and no refreshment is reaching the monster. So the Baron goes to his refrigerator, where he keeps the cans of Heineken like any other normal citizen. And Frankenstein administers the cold Heinekenstein. And quickly, the monster is refreshed and ready to take his place in society. Heineken is the only beer able to do this, because it refreshes the parts other beers cannot reach.
That was a bad one. That was terrible. That didn't capture the mood of... maybe it was going for more of a Hammer horror thing, but I don't think it captured that either.
The Schlegel security system. It won't cost you an arm and a neck.
Even after lying around for 3 years, today's Duracell batteries still have up to 90% of their life. There's a date that proves it. So you've got nothing to be afraid of. Today's Duracell date code.
Oh, okay, it's garlic Tabasco. I was gonna say, are they saying Tabasco's so hot it killed Dracula?
Now see here, my good man.
Tabasco isn't hot. It would be to me, because I'm a bitch and I can't do anything spicy, but...
I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
Read my lips. I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
Don't worry. At Meineke, we install quality Everlast mufflers from just $18.93. Installed.
Ha ha! Now it is clear. I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
You're not going to pay a lot for...
In the laboratory of Dr. Frankenstein, something incredible was created.
Oh, that's another not very good one.
The great taste of pure milk chocolate and delicious peanut butter. Unfortunately, no one would listen. And so the world would have to wait for the two great tastes that taste great together in Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
I'm sorry, it's Reese's Peanut Butter Cup canon that Frankenstein's monster invented Reese's? That's pretty cool. Alright, we can move on from the commercials. I'm actually going to use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll come back and we'll watch something actually narrative in nature. I know we've been watching a lot of ads, so... I will be right back. The Jack Pierce makeup was owned by Universal. I think it still is. I think that's still copyrighted until 2027 or so. I could be wrong, but that's when the movie goes into the public domain. So, be right back. I'm back. Thanks for hanging out and waiting for me. Oh, this is probably going to be bad. Did you know they made a movie out of the Monster Mash?
Excuse me. Would you mind terribly putting me back where you found me? While we're waiting, let me introduce myself. Yorick is the name. I live here at the...
Get it? Because he's a skeleton. If you name your skeleton character Yorick, I'm stealing something out of your house.
The castle with 3 of the most terrifying monsters of all time.
It was a dog of infinite jest.
Frank, a wretched creation of hearts unearthed from the dankest depths of the graveyard. Drac, a dashing, bloodthirsty tyrant from Romania, a creature of the night. And Wolf, once an ordinary man, now cursed by the full moon and transformed into a hideous, tormented beast.
Not his hands or feet, though. He gets, like, weird wolf feet and wolf toes, but they don't get furry. So that's something.
Terror filled the countryside.
I feel like we're 2 minutes into this and they haven't played Monster Mash yet. I think we've already failed.
And my master's fearsome reputation spread. They became an inspiration to monsters everywhere, and life at the top was just one big party.
Okay, here we go. Okay, wait. Oh, did I mention? It's a terrible early 2000s remix of Monster Mash. I don't think I mentioned that. It's not the original classic Monster Mash. It's bad early 2000s Monster Mash remix.
Well, I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise...
Why is the Frankenstein monster in a cutoff?
...slab began to rise, and suddenly...
Doing what?
To my...
Oh god, that design is very Toonsylvania. Does anyone remember Toonsylvania?
Surprise! He did the Monster Mash!
Oh, no.
It was a graveyard smash! It caught on in a flash! He did the Monster Mash! From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. And the ghouls all came from their humble abode to get their jokes from my electrode.
The minecart track is electrified?
They did the Monster Mash!
Okay.
It was a graveyard smash! It caught on in a flash! They did the Monster Mash!
Terror filled the countryside, and my master's fearsome reputation spread. They became an inspiration to monsters everywhere, and life at the top was just...
This feels like it's footage from elsewhere in the movie that they've taken and just put into this montage out of context because they didn't have footage for it. Like, am I crazy? Look at all this.
They did the Monster Mash.
Terror filled the countryside, and my master's fearsome reputation spread. They became an inspiration to monsters everywhere, and life at the top was just one big party.
The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains backed by his baying hounds. The Coffin Bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Clip Kicker 5. They played the Monster Mash.
All right, Monster Mash with a sax solo goes a little hard.
Graveyard.
I'm always in favor of more woodwind solos.
Smash! It caught on in a flash. They play the Monster Mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said,
Whatever happened to my Transylvania days?
It's now the Monster Mash.
Without the ability to scare, my masters had no choice.
Is this the pilot for Groovy Ghoulies? No, that's over here, actually. I do actually have Groovy Ghoulies pulled up. But no, different thing.
But to become entertainers. After all, one has to keep the castle fires burning. But it was a far cry from their former glory.
So when is our next gig?
5 p.m. at Cower Records at the mall.
That's certainly something to live for.
That's where our story starts. It is the strangest horror story you've ever heard. You will be frightened to the bone.
And now it's time for Foolish Monster Tricks.
Oh, there's a Jason! Oh my god! Okay. There's a Jason, there's a Xenomorph, there's a killer doll. Okay. Alright, I'm interested now. Okay. I'm interested. You have my attention. I'm easy to please. You show me a bootleg Jason and I'm on board. I'm gonna be so disappointed if that's the only shot of bootleg Jason in the whole goddamn movie. The Jason had a killer glove like Freddy. Oh, I missed that.
This is an
Oh yeah, he does! Okay, sure, okay, yeah, he's a stand-in for like 80s slashers. He's an amalgam of Jason and Freddy and probably some other stuff. You have the alien for sort of your sci-fi villains, and then you have your killer doll archetype for your sillier comedy slasher. Okay. We're maybe cooking. This is okay.
embarrassment. An insult to monsters everywhere.
Chicky, wanna change channel?
We'll have them thrown out of the Ghoul Guild. Notify the tribunal. We'll show them how to mash monsters.
Oh, he's supposed to be like spaghetti, and his face mask is supposed to be like a colander. That's really creative. Chat, I no longer hate this. I've decided I like this. You think they're worms? Okay, it could also be worms.
You are hereby summoned to the Superior Court of Horror for a violation of Section 435.
Oh wow, I did not expect the Monster Mash movie to be a legal drama. That was not on my bingo card.
5. Subparagraph B.
Failure to stare. But I love to stare.
No, that's failure to scare. Plasma breath.
Ooh.
There. At least one of us is frightening.
No, one of you has a truly frightening stench coming from his armpits. Now then, you have the right to remain...
Remains? Yum, yum.
That's the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you. In fact, we will hold all sorts of gross things against you.
Yeah, they're going for a Peter Lorre thing.
My master's court date was scheduled for just before Halloween.
I like all the monster designs there, too. The opening was embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. The opening with the remix Monster Mash was pretty embarrassing, but after that, it's been okay.
All rise. His ogre is about to enter.
Has anyone ever seen Night of the Dribbler? No? Okay. Real quick, I got a tangent. Sorry, Night of the Dribbler trailer. This is a new trailer because Terror Vision is actually re-releasing Night of the Dribbler on Blu-ray soon.
Welcome to Watergate. This is the voice of the plumbers, Dick Airhead. Another 0 in the win column for Watergate.
Coach, it's about my playing for the team.
Don't count your basketballs before they're dunked.
Are you telling me that the only way you're gonna make the team is if everyone else drops dead?
You never miss. You're a one-man team.
Well, that's the most ridiculous subplot I've ever heard of.
The greatest slasher villain in slasher history, the Dribbler.
Date with you.
I only date captains.
High-top fluid. And if it was up to me, I'd kill him.
To be clear, I know they were doing a Harlem Globetrotters thing. It just made me think of the Dribbler.
Why don't you slip into something more comfortable? Like nothing.
Captain Tate, Captain Kirk, Captain Crunch. Looks like the work of a serial killer.
Who knows? One of us could be next.
And that shot ends the game.
Is that all anybody can talk about in this school is basketball?
It's anybody's game, so stay tuned. I've developed a play that is so far ahead of its time that we may never lose again.
Why do you call it King Lear?
Because it's a great play.
It's terrible. It's really terrible.
Let us begin the trial of these 3 pathetic losers. We have selected a very qualified jury.
They don't seem very lively.
Maybe not, but with them we won't have to break for lunch. Order! You are charged with the most serious offense.
But you're ogre. We were once the scariest monsters around.
I was even the first Ghoul Guild president.
Yeah, that was a different era. There is now a more effective generation of fiends. The prosecution may enter.
Going down. Oh, man. That 2,000-year-old used bandage is our lawyer.
He got millions for Mr. Hyde when he sued Dr. Jekyll for malpractice.
Objection, you ogre!
Overruled.
The prosecution calls Dr.
Whatever it is, it'll have to come out.
Oh, that's interesting. That's kind of based on a real slasher villain, too. Dr. Giggles. DDS.
Decay. Is it true that the so-called...
There's some deep cuts here. Like, there's some... This is pretty good.
King of the vampires now wears false fangs?
That is correct. His gums are kaput. For centuries I've told Drac he should floss after every mutilation. Did he listen? No.
Thank you. Prosecution calls Dr. Fred Grogan, noted hair loss specialist. Dr. Grogan, what can you tell us about the defendant known as Wolf?
The subject has 11 bald spots, ranging in size from 3 to 18 centimeters.
It's only 10.
Soon, the only hair on his body will be 5 o'clock shadow.
And now, the prosecution...
I'm a little... The trial has just turned into body shaming.
...presents its final exhibit.
Oh, can you scare this baby?
I will demonstrate conclusively that the accused are no longer fit to be called monsters. I'll handle this.
It's up to you, Frank.
Someone says F. Did we F?
The prosecution rests.
Your Ogre, the defense intends to show
Sorry,
that...
we're out of time. I have an audition for the Harlem Head Criminals.
Objection!
Overruled.
No fair! No fair!
Silence, Gosbot! Members of the jury, have you reached a verdict? You are deadlocked? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a hung jury. In that case, I hereby release you 3 decrepit ghouls.
Woo, woo, woo! Woo!
On one condition. You must succeed in terrorizing a typical family.
Sure, why not? We got 40 more minutes to kill. We need more plot. Let's do that.
If you fail, you will be sentenced to an eternity of working children's birthday parties. You have until tomorrow, Halloween night, when the sands run out at the stroke of 12.
Which typical family does your ogre have in mind?
Here's one. The Tinklemeisters.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Stella. Hi, Spike. You're tracking in mud. There. Much better. Mud has germs, you know.
We're definitely losing the charm without the monsters on screen.
You said it, Spike. I'm starving. Delicious.
delicious, Mom. A new appetizer?
Oh dear. I think you may have eaten Spike's latest science experiment. Spike, how many times have I told you to keep your wart mucus away from the dinner table?
He looks like he's gonna die.
You'd better go brush your teeth, honey.
Sorry, guys. No time to do touch-ups now. Try me at the shop tomorrow.
Okay, he's a dog groomer, so there's definitely gonna be a bit where he confuses the wolf man for a dog and tries to groom him. Like, that's 100% a thing that's gonna happen.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Dave.
You missed dinner again, Daddy.
Huh? Hey, what is this?
Uh-oh. That must be one of Spike's mighty glue balls.
Oh, I wish that kid would stop experimenting and start talking.
He was so young.
He was so small.
Wait, is this... we're doing musicals other than the Monster Mash?
I can remember he
Oh, fuck.
was learning how to crawl.
That stormy night.
That bolt of light.
Came through the bedroom window, smack dab in his spine.
Ever since that day, he's never said a word.
Instead, that boy just whistles when he wants to be heard. Now we're waiting for Spike. Waiting for Spike. Yes, we're waiting for Spike to speak. Yes, we're waiting for Spike. Waiting for Spike. Waiting for Spike to speak. Because the shop's clean his clocks. Chasing on his dog. So we're waiting for Spike. Waiting for Spike. Waiting for Spike to speak.
That might be one of the worst hooks for a song I've ever heard in my life. He looks a little bit like Tommy Pickles and Chucky Finster had a baby. Does that make sense?
With a foolproof plan in place to scare the Tinkelmeister family, Frank, Drac, and Wolf set off for suburbia.
What is this? What happened to Slugwatch? It's on every channel. You can tell that's not a real kid. Whatever this is, it should be colorized. It must be some weird old comedy.
Wow, they got the greatest monster of all in there. Twitter. I've seen the show Bye Bye Birdie that the movie is based on, but I've never actually seen the movie Bye Bye Birdie, but I've seen a live production of it. Dracula killed a VCR.
That movie was D-U-M-B.
You kids may laugh, but boy, did those monsters give me the heebie-jeebies when I was young.
Ooh, great idea you had, Bud. Cut into the reception, show our old films, make them shake in their pants.
Instead, they laugh so hard they almost wet their pants.
This means it is time for Plan B. Ed McMonster here. It is time to choose the lucky winner of the publisher's Haunted House Sweepstakes.
Whoa!
And now the moment you've been waiting for. The lucky winning family is... the Tinklemeisters!
Who is it?
Ed McMonster!
The Ed McMonster? It is you!
With a free one-night vacation at the fabulous castle in
It's a one-night vacation.
Eastern Europe.
Maybe we'll get to visit one of those towns without any vowels.
When do we leave?
Right away! Wait, where are you? I told you Plan B would work.
They left without me. Hey guys! Hey, wait up! Wait up!
Just a full moon every night, I guess. Because he's never a person, right?
Hey, you left without me! Oh, guys! Hey, I'm
So off the Tinklemeisters go to the land where not even the dead can...
Max Power with a $5 tip says, "Good to see you again, Hannah. You may already know one of my favorite Carpenter films, In the Mouth of Madness, got a 4K release. I can't click on that link, unfortunately, because you sent it via tip. But I did see that Arrow put out the 4K on a special edition. That's very cool. I hope the transfer's good.
Get a good night's sleep.
And also, do you read Sutter Kane? It almost looked like it said Weeboo. Weeaboo. We do.
Coffee, tea, or blood?
Do you have decaf?
We're all out. How about the type O?
You know, you look kind of familiar.
So do you.
Attention, passengers. We are experiencing some slight turbulence.
Isn't this a no-smoking flight?
Please prepare for landing.
Loading and unloading coffins only.
Wait, what's this now? Just random wolves?
Got him now.
Oh, and they were immediately irrelevant. Okay.
If we hurry, maybe we can catch up with that Red Riding Hood kid.
Hey, what's with those guys?
They must be jealous that they didn't win a night at a fabulous castle.
This was aired August 29th, 2000. Ooh, pre-9/11. That's good. Just imagine you're a kid watching this and you don't even know about 9/11 because it hasn't happened yet.
What a lobby! Oh, these must be our keys. I wonder why there's no one at the front desk.
Did anyone hear something? What was that?
Oh, Daddy. It was just the closet door.
As the clock struck 9, the Tinklemeisters headed to their castle suites. Time was of the essence. Our ghouls had only 3 hours left to scare our family out of their wits, or never haunt a soul again.
I feel like the stipulations are so vague, you just have to scare them. Like, you could just, like, point a gun at them, right? Like, nothing says it has to be you that's scary, you just have to scare them. I think they're overthinking the task, is I guess what I'm getting at.
Hey,
Dracula, scary? Maybe not. Dracula pointing a gun at your head? It's a little scary.
Interesting wallpaper. Whoa!
Must be the maid's day off.
You're right, Spike. This place is just the coolest.
What is it, dear?
That picture! It's horrible!
I'm sorry, why can the Wolfman transform into a picture?
Oh, you're right. The one we bought in Tijuana is a lot nicer.
No, it's
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Just look at that bad hairdo. No wonder he's upset.
This is our vacation. Try to relax. I think the fumes from all the poodle nail polish must have gone to your brain.
She's right, you know.
What a cool painting. It's even nicer than the one we got in Tijuana.
Again, like, what is the Wolfman doing here? Why can the Wolfman do this? This is not an ability any Wolfman or werewolf has ever had. I'm so confused.
It's like a hologram or something.
Maybe this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Nonsense!
It's just supposed to be his head poking through, but that's not how they animated it. They animated it like the painting was morphing into his face.
Behind you.
Yes, you are, dear.
That's okay, yeah.
Ah! A vampire tried to bite you.
Oh, darling.
It's a good vampire bit.
You're more burnt out than I imagined. Oh, why don't you go check on the kids?
the wind-up doll girl is named Chicky. The hockey mask guy is Freddy de Spaghetti. Yeah, okay, this is 10 out of 10.
Perfect! Don't move! Hey, cool! Hey, mister! Can you take a picture of me and my brother?
Huh?
Lucas Dawn, thanks for 52 months. Thank you for your subscription.
Kids.
Oh, hi, Daddy.
A monster! A monster!
One of your monster migraines? You'd better take something for it.
I'm really sorry, I gotta use the bathroom again, so I gotta pause real quick while I'm gone. Cher will tell you about, Netherworld! Be right back. Bittergrin says, I feel like the dad has been scared several times already, so haven't they won, or do they have to get the whole family? I think they have to get the whole family. Almost in a hype train.
Ah!
It's like a Muttley laugh. Dick Dastardly's dog.
Yes.
I don't need to explain who Dick Dastardly is. Either you know or you don't.
One down, 3 to go.
Hey, Spike, what do you think is behind that door? Wow! Hey, this must be the game room. Just like that photographer. Okay, Spike. My army is ready. Defend yourself! You win.
But that was almost as much fun as when the old doctor gave me my first shock.
Next time, I'll be the robot and you can be the body parts.
How am I gonna tell Drac that I didn't scare the kids?
I hate that Frankenstein's monster talks. Like, I don't mind when he talks like in, like, Bride of Frankenstein, where he says, like, a few words like, friend, good, and he can talk a little bit, that's fine. But I don't like when he can just talk, and before anyone says, I've read the book, I know in the book he speaks fluent, I guess, German. It's not English, it's translated to English, but he speaks fluently in the book. I know. I'm not talking about the book version. I'm talking about the movie version that is typically what is being depicted.
Forget the kids. How about a rematch?
Maybe I'd feel better about this place if it had a good dusting.
Aha! You are back. In less than an hour, our careers will be history. And you're wiggling joysticks with the kiddies.
Oh, man, I knew his electrodes were failing. I say, skip the kids for the moment and go straight for the mom.
Excellent idea! And we all know who has a knack with the ladies.
Has anyone seen Dracula, the Dirty Old Man? A real movie that exists.
You may not know, but this is so. We monsters love to do a tango.
Oh.
But what a bore those steps of yore. Who needs traditional fandangos? And so one day we threw away the old routine and stopped the score. We bought the juice. We're cutting loose with something that you never see.
You watch that Dracula dog movie? Zoltan. Zoltan, the Hound of Dracula. He has a name. He has a name, and it's Zoltan.
Before, the heebie-jeebie will have you busting at the seams. The heebie-jeebie, it's still a freebie. You won't be stretched beyond your means. There goes that Phoebe, she heebie-jeebied. Now she's in pieces on the floor. Just heebie-jeebie, and you will see me. Why she keeps crawling back for more. If you think you've lost your scare and you're running low on booze, get the H-Button stitch, just put some GB in your shoes. Resist it if you dare, but we'll wager that you lose.
Have I seen the original Frankenweenie? I have not.
He is so infectious that nobody can refuse. The heebie-jeebie, don't worry if you're feeling stiff. To heebie-jeebie, just bend your knees and to give your life the skin to live. The queen of Sheebie, she heebie-jeebie, if she were here with us today. When heebie-jeebie hits MTV, our cryptic praise will have its way. So heebie
Hotel Transylvania was more entertaining than this. I've still not watched the Hotel Transylvania movies, even though it seems like they'd be up my alley because, you know, monsters and stuff. I hate Illumination Studios. I hate them. I hate their style. I hate their humor. I hate pretty much everything about them. And I'm not a huge fan of Adam Sandler either, usually. He can be fine. It's just when he's doing the Adam Sandler thing, I don't like him. I like him fine in, like, Punch Drunk Love or, like, Uncut Gems. I don't like when he's doing the Adam Sandler thing, though.
Angela Baby, Jimmy, here's
Look at that filthy, drooling dog. It has a significant body odor problem, to say the least.
Please don't wash the old man. He is an old man. He is a wolf man. He is not a dog. Do not wash the elderly wolf man.
Nice and warm.
There. That's a little better. Shoot, I must have blown a fuse. There's nothing to be afraid of. All the germs are gone.
Give me your report.
You won't believe it.
If you want a good Monster Mash movie, by the way, I'd recommend Monster Squad. That one's pretty good.
But the parents are actually scared. Very scared.
If they frighten the kids...
One question, what does any of this have to do with the Monster Mash? They're monsters. They're mashing.
Two, I lose the case. And I can't afford one more loss this millennium. The time has come to implement my backup plan.
Boy, would Dad be proud of us. That was a challenge, but now you're nice and clean.
Okay, I guess the kids did it, not the dad. So I was a little wrong.
I can't wait to show Dad the new look we gave that mangy beast. Dad! Daddy! Dad!
Okay, there's one. They got the kid. They got that kid.
Things were looking up for my monsters. There remained just one Tinkelmeister to frighten. The wee lad. A task that would surely be accomplished with hardly any effort.
annoying, but it's kind of in a, like, Roadrunner way, so it's acceptable. It's acceptable. I think you're supposed to be annoyed by him to some extent, like the monsters are. It's very Looney Tunes. I'm okay with that. Or like Jerry from Tom and Jerry, how sometimes he can be a little shit.
Spike!
Over here!
Come on, everybody! Come on, Spike! Spike!
Oh. This has gone far enough, Tinklemeisters. We have got to talk. So you see, we will be expelled from the Ghoul Guild.
Everyone will start thinking we're cute.
Don't be so sad.
You'd be sad too if you'd had a life like mine. I was a picky eater.
Oh, he was born as a vampire. Okay.
I refused to nurse from my mother's breast. I went right for her jugular. Mama was so proud. Take a look at the family album. The senior prom. Voila! The hayride. We vampires don't show up in photos.
Don't say it. It's funny until you say it. God damn it. I was about to be like, oh, that's actually kind of a funny bit. The photos are of him, but you can't see him because you can't capture the image of a vampire on film. But then they said it. I know it's for children, but come on, you already did the mirror bit. The kid can catch on.
No Kodak moments here.
Pictures and mirrors are different. A kid would catch on. A kid would be able to intuit, even if they didn't understand the reasoning why. The reasoning is because there's silver nitrite, I believe, in film, just like the backing of a mirror was originally made of silver something. Not just silver, but silver something. So that's why silver being associated with holiness, associated as like a radiant holy metal. I'm not saying kids will get the background. Of course they won't. I'm just saying they'll understand, okay, we couldn't see him in the mirror and we can't see him in the photos. That must also be a thing. A kid could get that. I think you're underestimating children. Maybe I'm overestimating them. Probably depends on the child and their age, for sure. Maybe we might be picturing different age groups. I'm picturing like a 9-year-old watching this. Maybe you're picturing like a 5-year-old, and maybe a 5-year-old wouldn't get it. But I'm picturing like a 9-year-old, and I think they could get it.
Way back in the nights of old, when we were young and much more cold, we stood up tales that still are told of panic, fright, and fear.
With fangs and claws that sent the chill,
Or limbs that could detach at will.
We mastered every monster skill. Oh, what a great career! Everything was good, back when we were bad. Terrorific times, we could drive a mad. As the heroes scream, we made quite a team. Tearing up the town like no one ever had. They ran if they could, it was so good. When we were bad.
Rickham with 100 bits says, out protesting now. Hell yeah! Stay safe.
Member Susie Waller getting underneath her collar.
Up and down the hall. A little town where things got gory. We howled and growled.
Love that story.
All the guts and all the glory.
Yes, we had it all. Everything was good, and when we were bad. Terrific times when we could drive a man. At the Lyrum scream, we made quite a team. Tearing up the town like no one ever had. Our livelihood, it was so good. When we were bad.
This song is also terrible, but it's terrible in a way that I find a little catchy, so. What about the chord progression?
I know things aren't like they used to be, but all of you are still famous.
Legendary.
Yeah, until we met you, you were our last chance.
You scared 3 of us. It's just not so easy with Spike.
Yeah, tell us about it, man.
Don't blame him. Spike is used to really scary monsters.
Monsters without a history.
Monsters without a soul.
Monsters without...
That's an insane thing to imply about slasher villains like Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger. They have much more in-depth backstories and histories within their own narratives than Dracula or Frankenstein did in their original stories in film. So this is just like boomer shit. Actually, this was the 80s, so this is probably closer to Greatest Generation shit.
Charm!
Monsters created by toy companies, rather than arising spontaneously from folklore or mythology, reflect...
Oh, come on! You're telling me Universal was also trying to make money? Certainly merchandising wasn't a thing back then in the way it was in the 80s, but still...
Jungian archetypes filtered through the...
Oh, no! Young!
Folklore or mythology, reflecting Jungian archetypes filtered through the collective unconscious. Well, that's what I heard.
Are we expecting anyone?
Oh, you're right. It was released in 2000. I was just thinking 80s because Jason.
Not that I know of.
Who is it?
Trick or treat!
We're here to take your place.
Bittergrin says, oh no, Wolfman is a fan of Jordan Peterson. That is scary.
I am Freddy D. Spaghetti, king of carbohydrates. Whoa, now that's a spicy meatball. I present my colleague, Chicky, the doll of destruction.
Me, Chicky. Chicky wanna change the channel.
Now, say hello to the alien eater, who joins us from another dimension.
Who sent you here?
The prosecutor, of course. He said to ask you if you knew the time. Well, I've got... Hey, man!
Nemazor, thanks for gifting 10 Tier 1 subs and kicking off a hype train. If you want to help support the show with the hype train, you can always use bits, gift subs, or subscribe yourself and get rid of ads here on Twitch. Stonecore Bell, thank you for gifting a sub.
I got that for my bar mitzvah!
For his bat mitzvah, Wolfman is Jewish. Okay. I feel like I've heard that joke before. Why is that a running gag? I've heard other things where they made the joke that Wolfman is Jewish. Where have I heard that joke before? I know I've heard it somewhere. It's from a song? Okay. Werewolf Bat Mitzvah's a song? Of course it is. That makes sense. Was Lon Chaney Jewish? That would make sense if that's what they're referencing.
Have a taste of my sauce! It's ragu!
Quickly! Everyone into the closet!
Are you nuts?
Are you crazy? They'll check this place first.
And now, friends, we're in for a magic closet ride.
Oh, when they were locked in here earlier, they didn't notice the buttons, I guess. Ashrin, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. Good hype train today. Level 4 complete. Thank you.
Or not.
13% to level 5 on the hype train.
You're one smart kid.
Is the alien supposed to be part robot, like an Alien Terminator combo? Probably to some extent. It seems like they're trying. Each one is sort of an archetype, so it's like the alien one is supposed to be like space and sci-fi horror, so certainly it would make sense to throw some Terminator in there. The spaghetti guy is supposed to be like horror slashers, so like Freddy and Jason. And then the doll is supposed to be more like comedy slashers, like Chucky. So, yeah, I would imagine they're trying to throw some Terminator in there.
Where are they?
Probably can't play this, but it's the song from 30 Rock. Yes, that is absolutely, okay, yes, I remember this now.
Check this out. For mitzvah, spooky, scary. Boys becoming men, men becoming wolves.
I love 30 Rock. I miss 30 Rock. Good show. Where did it go? No. There it is.
Find it!
Chicky, here's something. Chicky wanna change channel. Chicky wanna nature show.
Not quite so sure about the channel changing gimmick. I don't think I've seen anything like that. You could argue it's kind of standing in for a Freddy Krueger reality warping power, I guess.
Chicky won a sports special.
Spike, how good are you at remembering your formula?
Either that or someone really liked Stay Tuned. It's me. If there's any fan of Stay Tuned, it's me. I will go to bat for Stay Tuned. I actually really like that movie. I begged my mom for that movie. We saw it in a dollar store, and I read the back of the DVD or whatever for Stay Tuned, and I was like, you gotta get me this movie. I begged for it, and it held up. I love Stay Tuned, and yes, I own it on Blu-ray.
Room service? Anyone in the mood for a tasty midnight snack?
Quick, there's no time to waste.
What's Stay Tuned? Stay Tuned was a comedy film from, I think, the early 90s starring John Ritter. He's a dad who watches too much TV, and there's sort of a deal with the devil that happens, and he gets sucked into the world of TV, but it's all TV shows made for Satan. So it's all very demonic. It's fun. It's a fun little comedy movie, adventure thingy. Shame it has Jeffrey Jones. That is true. A lot of 80s movies have him, 80s and 90s, unfortunately. Left in the hype train.
Stand clear!
should keep you going for the next millennium or so.
Thanks. I needed that.
Spike.
So their solution is to make them younger, basically.
The finishing touch.
Okay.
Thank you, Spike.
Thanks for the hype train, everyone.
A potion mixed with moonlight was the final ingredient needed to bring back the real horror of old and the glory days of my masters when they were bad.
Oh, that's fun. It switches to black and white. Okay.
And now for some good old-fashioned horror. In classic black and white, of course.
The moral is don't get old. That appears to be, yes. Yeah.
Excellent pasta. Just the way I like it. Without garlic.
You did it, guys! You totaled them!
We couldn't have done it without the Tinklemeisters.
Hey, they expressly did not scare the family, though, so they should still get fired.
Hey, man, isn't this celebration a little premature? Those guys may be creamed, but our job was to scare the family, remember?
You're right.
Looks like we're still toast.
Our days as monsters are over.
We had won the battle, but lost the war.
Your ogre, these three wimps have failed to scare the typical family, as you yourself stipulated.
What's this?
We must be getting a new cable channel.
And they should be sentenced immediately.
Au contraire, Mr. Eyes Without a Face. They did something better than
That's a good reference.
scare a typical family.
Les yeux sans visage. It's a good French horror film. Would recommend.
They scared 3 of their own.
Excuse me, your ogre?
The court calls a surprise witness. Spike Tinkelmeister.
Spike Tinkelmeister!
Son, you've read so many horror comics that you are an expert on monsters. Is that correct?
Yes, it is, sir.
He can talk!
These monsters made me too scared to speak.
Too scared to speak?
That's
What?
why I whistled all the time. But those scary guys turned to putty when they met some real monsters. Them! Give me an old-fashioned monster any day. Give me a monster with passion, not Parmesan. So articulate. Give me a monster who knows that there is a time to frighten and a time just to be a friend.
In accordance with loophole 381B, I hereby reinstate you into the Ghoul Guild for eternity.
So Frank, Drac, and Wolf were inducted into the Monster Hall of Fame, and the Tinklemeisters' hearts and souls forever. After opening an amusement park on the castle grounds...
It does feel, and I know it's just a kid's thing, so it's not a big deal. Who cares? But I do find it funny that they're acting as though you have to either like classic Universal monsters or 80s, 90s ones. You can like them all. I like them all. They're all beautiful in their own way.
their desire to actively haunt the public.
Also, this is supposed to be about the fucking Monster Mash.
Return.
Are they gonna play Monster Mash one more time? I think they have to for the license.
Especially Brad.
Yep.
Now everything's
Oh no!
Drax part of the band, and my Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, Elden Boris sent. Then you can Monster Mash. And do my graveyard smash. You catch on in a flash. Then you can Monster Mash.
Turned Transylvania into a kitschy tourist destination.
Whatever happened to my Transylvania taste?
It's now the Monster
Oh my god,
Mash.
we get it.
And it's a graveyard smash. It's caught on in a flash. It's now the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash. Then you can mash. Then you can mash. Wow. Monster Mash. Wow. Monster Mash. Wow.
Also, am I crazy, or did they use almost the same model for the dinosaurs and the alien and just kind of switch some of the details around? The dinosaurs look very, very xenomorph-esque.
Monster Mash.
Well, Jesus Christ.
Working in the lab late one night.
Oh, no, they gotta play it a third time in a completely different arrangement, of course.
When my eyes beheld an eerie sight, my monster from his slab.
This is our new Monster Mash?
Rise, and suddenly,
Please tell me you're joking.
to my surprise, he did the mash.
Okay, I give up. Whose brother-in-law is this?
He did the mash.
Come on, fess up.
He did the mash.
Now, this is not working.
They're making fun of their own Monster Mash?
I don't care if it's what I asked for. This isn't what I want. We need to try a different approach.
Oh, it's a bit. Oh, shit. No. No.
Okay, this is different.
Igor on the chains backed by his baying hound.
Whose idea was this? What do you mean it was mine? What were my exact words? Let's try something country? I said that? You know, this is kind of reminding me of an old joke. All right, I'll give it a chance.
Seems he was troubled by just
Cough in
one
my eyes.
thing.
You ask me, Drax's voice rang out of a pickup truck.
The lid shook his fist and said, whatever
This is not working here for me.
Pennsylvania twist.
I think it's now the Tennessee Waltz.
It's now the Monster Mash.
All right, what we need here, we need something with energy. Lots of energy. You hear that, people? Everybody think energy.
Then you can Monster Mash.
Monster Mash! Now everything's cool! Drax a part
Okay, now this is energy.
And when Monster Mash is the hit
Oh, it's a Beastie Boys pastiche. Oh, God.
I think this may be too much energy. How much coffee have these guys had?
When you get to my door, tell them Boris
Okay, that's really great, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks. Thank you, guys. Hello? Why aren't they stopping? Is it me or are they coming closer? Somebody call security. These guys are scaring me.
god.
Heebie-jeebie's so infectious that nobody can refuse. A heebie-jeebie, a heebie-jeebie. Don't worry if you're feeling stiff. To heebie-jeebie, just a heebie-jeebie.
Okay, they're just reprising. Okay.
I love that story. Oh, we love that.
Okay, we can be done with it. Monsters in my pocket! Does anyone remember Monsters in My Pocket, or is it just me?
Deep within a Transylvanian
Is that a monster in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
mountain, the world's most evil monsters were imprisoned. I, Dr. Henry Davenport, the Invisible Man, was their jailer. Alas, my friends and I underestimated our evil prisoner, Vampire. He planned to escape by shrinking, but the spell shrank Monster Mountain instead and blew us all the way to Los Angeles. Now we must recapture those evil monsters, Vampire, Medusa, and Swamp Beast. But it isn't easy when you're 1 inch high. Edgar Raven, the world-famous horror writer, was the only human who might truly understand our predicament. Unfortunately, he was away, but his 10-year-old...
His name is Vampire. I assume for some reason they couldn't use Dracula. Like, they're also not technically using the original Invisible Man, because that would be Jack Griffin. This is a different Invisible Man.
Daughter Carrie wasn't. And now we're just monsters in her pocket. Monsters in her pocket.
This was a pilot episode. I don't think they did a whole show. I think they only produced this pilot, and I used to rent this pilot from the video store all the time. They just released it as like a one-off tape, and I ran that tape ragged. I watched this a lot.
1 vial of balsamic vinegar, a teaspoon of taco sauce, extra hot, 1 ounce of baking soda, and
is this the original story of Joe Hill? I don't get it. I don't know who that is.
a test tube of diluted tomato ketchup.
Gosh, Dr. Davenport,
There was a toy line.
we could have a great picnic with those ingredients.
Finding a growth formula is no laughing matter, Miss Raven. It's a precise and exacting science.
It's not exactly great for my arm, you know.
Aw, poor little Big Ed. He's straining his stitches.
Don't touch that test tube, it's fragile.
Hey, it's my chemistry set.
And it's my job to see that we get big before vampires, evil monsters do. And that won't happen with you playing around.
How long do I have to hold these things, Doc?
Patience, Big Ed.
I hope the moment comes soon, man. I can't take too many more round trips.
Here, Wolfman, let me stir that for you.
Oh, I forgot Wolfman was Wolfman. And he's like Rastafarian. Get it? Wolfman. Wolfman!
No, child. Don't touch that spoon. If even 1 single drop spills, it'll ruin the experiment.
Gee, I'm just trying to help. You guys are kind of small, you know.
In a moment, I hope to remedy that.
Fine. Why don't I just go read one of my dad's books? He writes all about big monsters.
Now that she's out of our hair, we can proceed. Pour in baking soda and diluted tomato ketchup. Mummy, increase heat precisely to medium.
Medium, yes. You can depend on me, Doc. Stuck. Gotta be a can of palm oil in here somewhere. I had it just a century ago. Whoa! Haven't seen this since I remodeled my pyramid.
Are they trying to do a Dom DeLuise thing with him?
Uh-oh. No, Mummy, the heat's too high!
Should have let me help, Dr. Davenport.
Sorry I'm such a klutzy mummy, Doc.
Accidents happen. Unfortunately, the end result is we're no bigger than before.
No, but you're a lot.
Joe Hill is an horror author. He wrote Black Phone. Here he is with his dad, Stephen King, of course. Wow, they have a striking resemblance, and of course they do. They're related, but, like, you know, some people look more or less related to their kids.
Squishier.
I said.
Is he actually a good horror author, or is it a Nepo baby situation?
Now, of course, Hank, I don't mind.
We're ourselves again.
Gee, now you look like real.
Monsters!
You're not scared of us now, are you, Carrie?
Me? Scared of a few monsters? Nah. It was just kind of a shock.
What is all the racket down there?
It's Helga. Hide!
He's a good author in his own right. That's good. That's a little bit like David Cronenberg's son. I always forget his first name for some reason. David Cronenberg's son also puts out an incredible body horror movies, and I love David Cronenberg a lot. Some of my favorite movies are David Cronenberg films, but his son has also just put out some incredible films in his short career. Infinity Pool is my favorite of his. So if you haven't seen it, check out Infinity Pool. Really great film. Antiviral is also good. Yeah, he's really great.
We can't fit in these rags, man.
We can now. We're shrinking again.
Oh, how does one child make such a mess? Even on the ceiling.
I'm growing stalagmites. Or is it stalactites? Anyway, my new formula kind of got out of hand and kablooied. Well, that's science for you.
Oh, Helga think Carrie have wild imagination, like her father. Now Helga must clean up. I start with the wash.
No, Helga, I'll take these.
Carrie has helped enough for one day.
Now what we gonna do?
Swim! This is a lot rougher than the Nile.
Hello, Jeff. My stitches are gonna come loose.
I know it won't be easy, chaps, but if we can overcome this centrifugal force, we should be able to climb out.
Boy, you guys sure spend a lot of time going in circles.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thanks, Carrie. We would have escaped in any event, Miss Raven. By the way, you're making another mess.
Carrie! Oh, look what you have done. What a messy child. Now go upstairs with you.
Yeah, Helga.
I think I'm getting a cold, and it's all because of that.
Yeah, she be deadlier than vampire, man.
Not quite. Until we can recapture him, our biggest threat will always be vampire.
Look into my ring. I command you. You will listen only to me and obey.
Face it, vampire. Your power has shrunk along with your size. You can't even control a dog.
Silence, Medusa! You couldn't turn a cricket to stone. Now you listen to me,
I
dog.
see. She gets a name, Medusa. She's not just Gorgon, fucking vampire.
You will obey.
Dracula was definitely public domain at this point too, right? Why didn't they just call him Dracula? That's so weird.
I will obey.
Well, I see size hasn't affected Swamp Beast. No, he's as dense as ever.
I can't wait to turn him loose on that wretched invisible man and his pathetic friends.
Maybe your ring needs a recharge, vampire.
Get back! I'm your master, you misbegotten mutt!
have gone with Warlock. That would make sense. Which is his name in Nosferatu, for those who don't know.
I despise being small.
Oh, it's your...
Why are the monsters Ant-Man sized? Because they were in a monster prison, and in order to escape the monster prison, they shrunk themselves, but now they can't get themselves back to normal size.
Your own fault. You're the genius who shrunk us in the first place.
Quiet back there! We're trying to watch the movie!
Oh!
I just love trash.
Then I'll bet you like this movie. Did you ever see such a fake-looking monster?
Sorry, I was looking. You guys, why would you remember this? Every year, we and our friends get together and have a Halloween party, and it's like a charcuterie board party, and everyone has a board with a different theme. And this year, Baja made our board, and it is horrifying and disgusting and perfect. It's like a dessert platter thing full of chocolates, but it's supposed to look like a litter box. I assure you, these are all edible. It's like graham cracker cookie stuff crumbled, and then it's like brownies and other chocolates that have been molded to look like cat poop. But I promise you, this is all edible. This is fine. This it's so fucking gross. So there's that. That's good.
Scream! Oh, I love a good scream.
Vampire! Something's happening!
Yes, we're growing. It must be the power of the scream.
Yes! I feel wonderful!
Hey! How about shutting up back there?
We're back, and soon I'll control the whole world.
Oh, yeah. You're forgetting a few little things, Vampire, like Invisible Man and...
We'll take care of them through their little friend, Carrie Raven.
I'll drive.
Then I'll fly.
I suppose you want to autograph. Well, Mr. Raven is not at home. Goodbye.
Goodbye yourself.
Who's there, Helga?
Your worst nightmare.
Vampire! Oh, can't we talk this over?
We can talk later. Right now, I'm dying of thirst.
Puppy Chow is good. That shit's like crack. Like, no, it's so good. It's just chocolate and peanut butter and fucking powdered sugar.
How about a nice soda pop?
Oh no, I never drink soda.
All right.
I understood that reference.
Hey, Vampire, I know how you hate garlic. Take this!
I never drink wine.
Don't believe everything you read. That sounds like Carrie.
Help!
Oh, go on, scream, scream. I love a good scream.
Look at the size of Swamp Beast's footprints.
Ah, this is terrible. What are we gonna do? They're big, we're small. They've got Carrie, and I got a big pain.
Calm yourself, Big Ed. First, we must think logically. Second, Wolfman gets a good whiff of this.
Ooh, it smells like the landfill on a hot day. So,
that Wolfman nose of yours should be able to track Swamp Beast's scent right back to the vampire's lair.
Heron, thanks for following.
I feel the blood pounding in my ears. Boy, that's no.
Oh, nice, Heron. Hope your Halloween party's fun. I'm going to one myself tonight. Good luck, Artemis. Have a good time. Hope it goes well.
Why can't you guys just get along? I mean, you're all monsters.
But we're bad monsters.
Racist.
Good, bad. We could still be friends. Listen, I really love your hair, Medusa. Do you use a conditioner? Or just a snake charmer?
Oh, let me turn her to stone.
No, I'm going to turn her into my slave. Then she will lure her friends to me so I can destroy them.
No, I'd never hurt my friends.
My will is too strong. Look.
No.
Look.
Well, maybe.
You're getting little. Ooh, we're all getting little.
The scream in the movie made us big ones. We'll go back to the drive-in, and soon we'll be bigger and badder than...
This is what confuses me. If they had planned to take this to series, like this was a pilot, like I said, were they just going to have a different thing every episode that potentially made them bigger? I don't know. It just feels like it would get old really fast writing scripts where you have to come up with a justification for where, oh, they're bigger for 5 minutes and now they're smaller again and here's what they do in that 5 minutes. Sounds not fun to write.
Ever. The world will answer to me. I command you, don't let the girl escape.
Now's my chance.
Whoever owned these legs first must have had bad knees.
I'm starting to pick up a different scent. Kind of familiar. Kind of like wolf or...
Dog!
We're here to rescue you, Miss Raven.
You call this rescuing me? Looks more like I'm gonna be doing the rescuing. Let go of my mummy, you big mutt. Good doggy.
Big Ed, Carrie's in danger.
Carrie? In danger?
Green Key, what do you want me to wear for the hats off?
I told you all along we could take care of ourselves, right, Big Ed? But our biggest battle lies ahead. We must find Vampire and discover how he regained his size.
Oh, he's not big anymore, but I know how he got big, and I even know where he is. But you guys don't need my help anymore.
Well, perhaps we could accept your help. Just this once.
Hello? Anybody here?
Get me out of here! I know this is gonna sound crazy, but little monsters just attacked me!
Oh my god, it's Fred.
Monsters. That's silly. What did they want?
They wanted to see the Shriek again, but I'd already sent the print back to Ray Fay in Burbank.
Burbank? I said, just where is this Burbank?
Well, it is rather late, darling, you know, but I'm always happy to receive fans. After all, I can't ignore the little people who made me a star.
She's crazier than you are.
Now, who should I make this out to, darling?
Enough of this. I'll scare that
I think I'm actually gonna, I'm also didn't get a response, but I'm gonna reject the hats off just because we're almost done, so save those points, because I would only be wearing the hat for like 5 minutes.
out of her. Ray, what if I told you I was a vampire?
Well, no offense, darling, but I've worked with the best, and you just don't have it. Well, for one thing, you're too short.
I mean, a real vampire. What a pathetic scream.
You'll have to excuse my friend. He was just so excited by your performance in The Shriek and hoped he could see it again.
Oh, really? Well, why didn't you say so?
Just a few more blocks, guys.
Sorry, the popcorn's a little stale.
Thanks. Just the way I like it.
All set. I'll get the lights.
Wait!
More little fans? Well, you're just in time, darling.
Her name is Ray Faye, by the way. Obviously a take on Faye Ray, famous classic original Scream Queen. She was, I believe, the girl in King Kong, quite famous for screaming while being picked up by King Kong.
Yes, to stop the show.
This show must go on, Invisible Man.
We'll see about that, vampire.
You be slippery as a snake, woman.
I am a snake, Wolf Breath.
Fool ya! Pathetic fools! You can't stop me!
If you didn't act so mean, vampire, I wouldn't have to do this.
I dare you to try that again!
Oh, you're really starting to bug me.
No, wait! He's got something up his cape!
Well, it's convenient that it was right on the scream part.
What have I done?
Thank you, child!
Well, there's a special effect I've never seen before.
Now, you will watch while I destroy your little friends.
Uh-oh.
Where's that big bad werewolf now? Or are you too shy to gaze at Medusa?
Leave my friends alone, you big fat bully.
In my movies, darling, this is the part where I run screaming for help. Well, what's his problem?
He's under vampire spell. Hey, that gives me an idea. You will obey my every command.
Can I keep them, vampire? Please, pretty please.
Give them to Medusa. Now, carry the projector back to the junkyard. I want to make sure we can get bigger again and again.
Seems like a bad plan.
Stop it, you stupid dog! I'm your master!
I'm good, it's a Rubik's. How are you?
No, I'm your master.
Don't you growl at me. Take that!
And now, I'll teach you to meddle with a real vampire!
Hold the corn steady, chaps. I shall attempt to reverse the scream's effect by reversing the scream itself.
Yeah, why would that? Sure, fine. It's very lucky that worked.
I'm going to destroy you, Invisible Man!
You've caused enough trouble for one night. Ouch!
You ruined my favorite film!
Ow! Ah!
Hey, boys, wait for us.
Medusa's stony stare will wear off in a few hours, but I'm afraid this film is permanently destroyed. I hope you'll accept my humble apologies, Miss Fay, and my compliments on creating the brilliant vampire charade that saved us.
Oh, don't thank me, honey. I did the makeup, but it was your friend's idea.
Maybe you owe Carrie an apology too, Doc.
You're exactly right, Mummy. Perhaps I have underestimated your contributions, Miss Raven. Carrie.
If that means we make a pretty good team, I accept. Doc, let us help clean up, Miss Faye. It's the least we can do for wrecking your film.
Well, I'd rather have new friends than an old film any day.
Even if your new friends are monsters?
You call these monsters? Oh, darling, you should have met some of the directors I've worked with. Oh. Hello, animal regulation. Darling, when that mutt thaws out, I want it in the pound.
Everybody ready to reduplicate the formula that made us bigger?
Ready with the baking soda, Doc.
Oh, I wish I didn't have to strain my neck to see.
Helga's not going to be pleased, guys.
Doc, you did it! Yes!
But that's theoretically impossible.
But it worked, same as last time.
No, the same ingredients, but different amounts. The only thing that was the same was you. Carrie here laughed both times we tried to mix our growth formula.
Then it was your laughter that made us get bigger.
I'm part of the formula?
Apparently an integral part. I just need to find the rest of the formula that will make us big permanently.
You'll be a very valuable part of the team, girl.
You know, with us sticking together, Vampire and his guys don't stand a chance of ever taking over the world.
Hey, not so hard. You've been in my...
I just don't understand where they could have possibly gone with this.
Monster in my pocket.
Monster in my pocket. Again, I watched it a ton as a kid. Where would they have gone with it? I don't know. I understand it was a one-off. Does not seem like it was intended to be one. Like, even if they decided, okay, we're just releasing this as a VHS one-off because we couldn't shop this to anyone successfully, it was clearly produced with the intent on making more. Like, it's the most, it's the most backdoor pilot ever. Not even backdoor pilot, it's just, like, the most clearly a pilot ever. At the end, they were like, we're gonna have so many adventures together! Like, that's how you know it's a pilot. Anyway. So, I think that's it for the day. I did have a Beverly Hillbillies for us to watch, but, because I don't know if you guys know this, the first season of Beverly Hillbillies is in the public domain because they forgot to renew the copyright. And there is a Halloween episode of Beverly Hillbillies, but we'll have to save it for later in the month, because I will be doing more Halloween stuff, of course, because it is October. Tomorrow I'll be back, I think, with Sovereign Citizens, and then perhaps Monday, I think we're going to do something on meme stocks and check in on Marantz, because he has been doing quite badly. So. Alright.
Now once those are filed...
Let's do a quick raid. Jeff Holiday's watching Passions again, so I'll see y'all later. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, I will have a spooky time. Thank you. Alright, bye everyone.